Mark Rogers TV, Week 8 of our college football predictions. Last week, 11-6 against the spread, but yes, we did miss on all three of our confidence picks, but still listen up for those. 10-6 in our confidence picks, and going back to last year, 31-15. Not a lot of commentary this week. We're going to pick a lot of games, go outside the top 25 to some key matchups in some conference races as well. So let's run it down. Starting on Thursday night with Oregon going to Arizona State. The Ducks a 9-point favorite. Now they've won 7 straight against Arizona State, and they have beaten the Sun Devils by 21 per game. We like in a confidence pick Oregon to, of course, win the game and cover the 9 points at Arizona State. Alabama, Tennessee, the Tide continues to roll. Yes, Tyler Bray's a very capable quarterback with plenty of weapons, but will he have time to throw against the Tide? We think not. Take Bama, lay the 20 against Tennessee. South Carolina, Florida. Just posted a preview of this game on Mark Rogers TV. South Carolina going to the Swamp. We like the Gamecocks despite what we saw from Florida a couple of weeks back against LSU. South Carolina with special players on defense and Connor Shaw, a better passer than Jeff Driscoll. Take South Carolina to win, so take South Carolina and the 3.5 as well. We've got Kansas State and West Virginia, a huge game in the Big 12, and we love the K-State defense to go on the road at West Virginia and lay a smackdown like Texas Tech did on West Virginia. Take the Wildcats plus the 3 points here. Notre Dame and BYU. BYU falling by 18 to Oregon State last week. Notre Dame, of course, tries to keep up the unbeaten record. We like the Irish at home and lay the 13.5 with Notre Dame winning big. LSU and Texas A&M with Johnny Football, Johnny Manziel, the SEC record breaker almost week by week in the SEC, the redshirt freshman quarterback at Texas A&M against that vaunted LSU defense. Should be a great matchup at College Station. Johnny Football for another day. This is still LSU's conference, at least against Texas A&M. Take the Bayou Bengals minus 3.5 at College Station. Oregon State tries to stay unbeaten against Utah. Take Utah plus the 11. Oregon State will win it with the backup quarterback in there as he played really well last week in replacing Sean Mannion. We've got Oklahoma, Kansas. Take Charlie Weiss plus the 35. Oklahoma wins the football game. Ditto USC, Colorado. Got to take the Buffs here and 40.5 points. You know I hate these games when we go past 25-point spreads, but take the Buffs plus the 40.5. USC wins the football game. Ditto Georgia, Kentucky. Kentucky gets 28. Take Georgia to win the football game. Mississippi State, Middle Tennessee. The Bulldogs are undefeated. Does anybody know this? They play in the SEC. They've beaten Auburn and Tennessee. I know the Tigers are down, but still, they've beaten Tennessee. Mississippi State's at home. They win by 19 plus over Middle Tennessee. Florida State, Miami. Of course, this used to be huge. No longer. Miami's down. They got blasted by Notre Dame 2 weeks ago, but take the Canes plus the 20 against their in-state rivals. Rutgers, Temple. Rutgers undefeated. A 5-point favorite against Temple. They cover here. They're 6-0, and Temple's at home. They keep it close, but not close enough. Rutgers minus 5 against Temple. Louisville and South Florida. The Cardinals in the Big East undefeated, but the Cardinals play a lot of close games, so we like South Florida despite the 2-4 record to keep it close. Take the Bulls plus the 6.5 points. Texas Tech and TCU. Of course, Texas Tech with a huge win last week against West Virginia. Go on the road at TCU. Not much of a road game, but still, that big state of Texas, a lot of traveling to do there. Texas Tech minus 2.5 over TCU as the Horned Frogs try to recover from losing Casey Pahal. We've got Virginia Tech and Clemson. I love this as an upset pick. I'm taking Virginia Tech on the road against Clemson. Va-Tech may have found something last week against Duke. I know it's the Dukies, but Va-Tech plus the 9 against Clemson in a confidence pick. We've got Stanford and Cal playing, and let's take Cal plus the 3 points in a very close game, but we've got Stanford winning, so razor tight. Stanford wins, Cal plus the 3. Boise and Vegas playing. UNLV, we take them plus the 28 points. Sure, the Broncos win handily, but they're not scoring a whole lot as they have under Kellen Moore and other quarterbacks in previous years. Cincinnati, Toledo, take the Bearcats minus the 7 points against the Rockets. Oklahoma State and Iowa State, and we love the Cyclones in this matchup. Sure, they're a better home team, but they go on the road and they play another strong football game. Take Iowa State plus the 14.5 Oklahoma State wins the game outright. We've got Texas-Baylor, take the Bears plus the 11. Texas wins the game, and they come back somewhat over that huge loss to Oklahoma last week. Take Texas, Baylor plus 11. Ohio State and Purdue, the Buckeyes ragged on defense last week, ragged really on defense against Nebraska. Purdue takes some advantage in Columbus. Buckeyes win it by a couple touchdowns, but Purdue's getting 19 in this game. Take the Boilers plus the 19. Yes, they've been playing horribly in recent weeks against Wisconsin and Michigan, but we like them to bounce back a bit against the Buckeyes and keep it close. Okay, we got Michigan State. Wow. Preseason, I thought Michigan State was the best team in the Big Ten. They are not. Michigan might be. And of course, this is Twittergate all over the place. Check out the video we shot a few days ago, Michigan State preview. Of course, the Michigan State team had all sorts of things to say about Denard Robinson. Now they get to face shoelaces up close. Yeah, they've beaten them 4 consecutive times, but we like Michigan at home. They just have it going right now while Michigan State's trying to find an identity on offense. They can't throw the ball downfield, and Le'Veon Bell's not a breakaway threat, a very good back, but not a breakaway threat. Michigan State's got no playmakers on offense. So we like Michigan to win, but listen up. In a confidence play, this is a close game still. Michigan State so strong on defense, they keep it close. Take Michigan State plus the 10 in a confidence pick. 2 more from the Big Ten. Nebraska-Northwestern, a huge game in that division. Take Nebraska to win it close. Northwestern plus 5. And finally, I love Penn State plus the 3 against Iowa. I know it's on the road, but the Nittany Lions playing such strong defense. Wiseman, the running back for Iowa, banged up last week. So take Penn State plus the 3 on the road at Iowa. There's the picks. It's a ton of them. Need to hear from you now on Mark Rogers TV.